This is Vestalia Tarot and Astrology, and this is your collective tarot reading for April. I'm here with two friends, KK and Yana, and all three of us are going to pull a card for you, and then we're going to do some bibliomancy. So, would you like to begin?
No. You gave me the Tarot of Shadows, and I don't know this one well.
Okay.
I'm excited.
I'm going to start. Each of us is pulling from a different deck. And we're not necessarily even familiar with the decks that we're working with. What is this deck, actually?
Naked Heart.
Naked Heart. So I've never worked with this deck before. So I've decided this month to do, this one special collective reading. So this is for all of us. So your card for April, everyone, is Movement of Swords.
Oh.
I've never even heard of Movement of Swords.
Sounds dangerous.
However, I like it.
I love it.
Sound dangerous.
I'm for it.
My goodness. And we have like a panther and a symbol of Gemini
It's
on
just
here.
like, whoa,
Movement of swords.
all over it.
Like a bowel movement of swords.
Vaccination.
Oh, that's true.
Vaccinations, I think,
so smart.
are going to speed up in the month of April. I think there's been this real stalling, which has been kind of terrifying most of the world. I think that's going to really pick up. So that's my oracular interpretation for my
That makes
deck.
perfect sense.
Yeah, who wants to go
Nice.
next?
Yana.
Me? Okay.
Yana.
Well, let's see. This is
So
for all of
Yana,
us.
what is this deck called? The Spirit
Gotta look at it.
Spirit Seers, right?
Light Seers.
Light Seers Tarot. Okay.
So this is the light
I
seer
see
tarot.
dead people.
The icy dead people. Icy dead people. Like frozen dead people. Too dark.
This part's ready.
So the card for all of us for the month of April is 9 of Cups.
Nice. 9 of Cups.
Isn't
A
it
lot of
exciting?
cups.
Gege, what would you say about 9 of Cups?
No, you gotta do it. She's learning.
I'm learning. I'm just. Oh boy, I just need
No
my.
booklets.
Look at the imagery.
Listen to the heart.
Okay. So we're so close to reaching our goal. It's opening our heart fully, and we can feel it, and we're at the beginning of the journey of it. Am I like close?
That's it.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
absolutely. Yeah.
Intuition, trust in people.
Well, I have the
So
Tarot
close.
of Shadows.
Mm.
So it's bound to be basically like any given swords card. But also I won't know what it is. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
It's a good one. It's
What is
Grace.
Aw.
Oh,
Grace.
Cool. Is that also an eclipse
Grace.
on there?
Grace plus I thought it was a black hole, but I bet it is an eclipse.
Could be either.
may I?
Yeah, she's the expert. Black hole or eclipse, ma'am?
Eclipse.
Yeah, that is because it'd be
Okay.
more warped around.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What do you think Grace has to do with an eclipse? Because you're the one with the Rahu spirit guide.
Right. Interesting. That's difficult. Because usually eclipses were thought of as ominous. You know, they were bad omens. But maybe it's something about the threat and then the grace protecting from it. I don't know. What do you think about that?
I have to think about the concept
It's also
of
the
grace.
sun. That's the symbol for the sun, which is interesting. So the card is somehow associated with the sun.
I think of
But it's an eclipse of the sun. Yeah. What were you going to say?
okay. So maybe Grace. Like I think of who do you think of when you think of Grace?
Grace Kelly.
Oh, okay, fair.
Or
I
do
think
you
of
mean
like
the
the Virgin
quality?
Mary, right?
Right.
So like, what was it about her? It was that she wasn't trying. You know what I mean? She was just sort of like, it was like a calm, subdued sort of sun, sort of action, not like the aggressive one, but the one to just kind of like let things happen to you and like then it's like an afterthought.
Like
you
the
know?
Oh my
It's not
god.
She
She
action,
was
but-
just shining her light, and then everyone else had to adapt.
That's a very Aries perspective. Okay, but listen, I feel like there's a connection between your open-hearted, 9 of Cups thing and this grace thing.
The beginners, okay.
No. I think like because you're talking about the open heart, and then you're talking about the Virgin Mary, which she's associated with Sacred Heart, right?
That's Jesus.
No? Is that?
I don't have the thought developed enough. I usually need time for these things.
Well, I was thinking because Aries season, which is going to be most of April, is Aries is the sign of the exaltation of the sun. But it's interesting because here we have the eclipsed sun, and it says grace, which isn't the first thing you associated with Aries, which is very like driven towards a goal. So what if it's something about...
It's like strength.
Yeah, subduing.
The ability to hold back.
Yeah.
Like being able to be powerful, but like holding back power.
It also reminds me of the full moon we just experienced, which is moon in Libra and sun in Aries.
Yeah.
Just finding...
Wait, that's actually a lunar eclipse. Look at the sky. It's dark purple.
That's true.
I think that's actually a full moon lunar eclipse.
We need more information.
This is it. The information is coming from
Can
Olga.
you describe with the eclipse?
Yeah, so it's like the sun is eclipsing the moon. So maybe it is really about pure Aries season. You know? We're moving into the solar part of the year. What do you think?
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah? Our interest in the macabre and the dark is like, we put it in a drawer.
It's like the two of wands.
That's true. Yeah.
You know
it's
what I
like
mean?
to just kind of...
Yeah. We put it away until Halloween. You know what I mean?
I do think of grace as not handling darkness. Well, like letting it happen, but kind of like away from you, not feeling like you. Like I feel like I need to, expose myself to it to be comfortable with it. But then there's other people who I feel like have this type of grace, and they don't have to like, they don't have to like flirt with the dark side. Like they just kind of have a natural.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
I like that. So. All right, well, how about we do some bibliomancy? What do you think? Can we get another book, actually?
Yeah.
Maybe The Hero?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I only took out 2. So this one's going to be yours. And this one's going to be mine.
Is it Joseph Campbell?
Yeah, I know you like him, so. All right, so you want to start?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
About every 2,000 years, the sun rises in an earlier sign. So, in 3800 BC, the bull began to push the twins out of the house of the spring equinox and initiated a period recalled by Virgil in his account of the birth of man. The white bull with his gilded horns opens the year.
This is
Perfect. We're just after the spring equinox.
Yeah, feels very appropriate. Do you want to go next?
Sure. Well, this is Joseph Campbell, my fave. Tell me to stop.
Stop. Oh, this is supposed to be...
Go back.
We're still...
Try again. Kendra will say stop.
No, just kidding. Okay, stop.
Right. Not uncommonly, the cosmic egg bursts to disclose, swelling from within, an awesome figure in human form. This is the anthropomorphic.
Anthropomorphic.
Anthropomorphic?
That's the one. Anthropomorphic.
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 I'm bad in Czech. Okay, this is the anthropomorphic personification of the power of generation. The mighty living one, as it is called in the Kabbalah.
You said Kabbalah in a really nice way.
I like that too. All right, I'm going to read from this one. So you should say stop.
Stop.
Okay. Devaluation of Hestia. Within a convent or the institution of marriage, when both existed as lifetime commitments, there was a secure place for Hestia's spirit to thrive. But without the security and stability of lifetime institutions, a Hestia woman may be at a decided disadvantage. She feels herself to be like a turtle without a shell, expected to compete in a rat race. Interesting.
Oh,
A turtle without a shell would be weird, right?
I actually used to think about what do naked turtles look like. It was like one of my obsessions.
Do you know?
No. Wait, I looked it up. It was freaky because it's like part of their body. You know, they can't leave the shell. They're not like a snail. Just a side note. Like it would kill them. You know? Like yours two made sense together, but mine is kind of a weird one.
Yours was like a totally different thing. It was like Hestia was like, hey, by the way,
It reminded me of my
this
mom.
is my feelings. No one asks.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's Hestia, right? She just does things and like stays out of the way.
All right. I feel like we should pull one more card and interpret it all together.
Can it be from the Tarot of Shadow?
Yeah. I like that.
Wait, are we sure? Because I feel like Aries is more like the light years.
Oh.
Because we're entering the season of light.
Let's pull one from the dark side.
One
and
for each.
One of each.
One of each.
Yeah, this is for the darkness. This is for the light within us.
Maybe
all.
hers will be like the Tower, and mine will be like Grace.
Yeah.
Because sometimes light has towers, and sometimes darkness has Grace.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Nothing's
Are you ready?
one thing.
Who's first?
Darkness first?
Okay, darkness first.
Okay.
We both show it.
Do we want to end on like a happy
Yeah, both pull it.
There's a paradox, and I don't know who came up
Karl
with that.
Popper.
Oh, thank you. That if you're too tolerant, it can actually grow into intolerance.
It can become
so you
like,
have to there has to be still a line to tolerance.
I like that.
appeasement. Isn't that how World War II started? Right? Great Britain was like, oh, we're going to tolerate.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Take
That's an excellent
take the
example.
Sudetenland.
That's really interesting. So I wonder how we can apply that to our lives.
Just like overtaking countries with grace.
Okay, but what about the whole having to have a limit
The risk
on
of
your,
grace.
like maybe there's something about open-heartedness, but having to also know,
I love that.
you know what I mean?
When to get tough.
Act out of
Yeah.
a place of unconditional love, but also have boundaries like a motherfucker.
Also, don't be afraid to fuck a motherfucker up.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say fuck a motherfucker, and I was like, that's good too.
Whatever you want to do. Like,
I thought it was just said.
You should fuck a motherfucker up.
fuck them up.
Fuck them up.
Fuck them up. Because they've crossed the line.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're in lines.
Nah, be like, no, let them live.
Oh, yeah, you
Oh,
don't...
but you can fuck them up. Like, don't kill them. Just, like, fuck a motherfucker up doesn't mean, like, then, make them fish food.
What's up with the ghost?
Ghost. I don't know what this means.
What is a ghost?
I think it's just the concept of ghost.
Mm-hmm. Which is what?
I like that it doesn't have an article, though, like a ghost. It's just like a state of being.
Ghost.
Ghost.
It's like
ghosting someone.
It's like post something.
Post ghost.
Post ghost.
What
It's
comes
like
after?
To be beyond.
What comes after being a ghost?
Probably something more.
I feel like when you reach a certain level of spiritual awakening, you're like, yeah, ghost exists. Hi.
But I'm post ghost.
I'm post ghost.
Yeah.
I'm not even scared.
Oh, like you've gotten comfortable with that concept, and you're like, what's next?
Yeah.
You know.
But it's like you're more than just a ghost.
Yeah.
You become something else. You
Yeah.
develop your being higher. So like to an alive person, we're like, oh, that person's a ghost.
Yeah.
A ghost. The person's probably going through a lot,
Yeah.
They're having a whole journey.
So
And they're just like, I'm not just a ghost. Like, fuck you.
But I feel like it's also like a ghost that's clinging to life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what if
It's like the Six of Cups.
yeah,
It's
exactly,
like a,
clinging to the past. So like what comes post ghost?
yeah, exactly. And then when you no longer consider yourself a ghost, you're like, I'm not just a ghost. I'm not just not a human anymore. I'm like a magical crystalline entity.
Right. Wow. So it's making me think of what happens if you really let the past go. Like I know it's really popular to talk about that, but like I feel like to achieve it is quite difficult. And in
As a
sense,
ghost or as a human?
as a human, like what does it mean to, almost like what can we learn from a post ghost?
That's true. Yeah.
I
Because if you're
really
always
done
clinging
that.
on to a concept,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I'm this or I'm not this, then you never become more than just not that thing. It's
Yeah.
even worse if you're not even being the thing in the first place,
Oh, that is so good. And I feel like that's where my light card comes in. Knight of Pentacles. So what it made me think is that how you can become post-ghost, how you can become your next level self is by just, pragmatically do it every day. Like dress as your best self. Act as your best self. Imagine what your highest self would do.
Always be your future self.
And then just do it. Always be your future self. You feel like, I can't wait to be rich and wear cool clothes. Start wearing cool clothes now.
Borrow them from your friends.
That's also an option. You need friends to be post-ghost.
You need it.
1, get friends. 2, borrow their clothes. 3, become post-ghost.
Okay, I'm gonna do a central sort of what do you call that? Fusing card, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that brings synthesis that brings the two together. Although we don't like Hegelian dialectical thinking.
We are not for the Hegelian dialectic. Yana, that's a no, right?
No.
Yeah, we don't support that.
So I pulled the moon, which interestingly has a wolf image and Venus and Pisces, which is the exaltation of Venus. So there's somehow a moon, Venus, Pisces, wolf thing going on here, those are kind of contrary concepts, but I feel like the moon,
I like it. There's something about the wolf that's very masculine, right? But then it's howling at the female goddess,
Yeah.
Just with desire. It's like that episode of Rick and Morty with Gazorpa's.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
the female one here and the masculine one here, and I don't know, the two extremes, but they're intrigued by one another.
Absolutely, they're constantly in.
But that's Pisces and Aries too.
Yeah,
right? The very feminine and the very
movement.
masculine.
What was the thing you thought of? Was out with you thought of this idiom that's kind of connected to fish and rams. Comes in, goes out.
It's in the U.S. It's for the weather. March.
Oh.
In a lamb.
Comes
out
in
like
lamb,
a lion.
Oh, in like a lamb, out like a lion. Yeah, it kind of makes me think of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
March is very temperamental and extreme.
Yeah, maybe it's reminding us that with Aries, we're moving into spring proper because Pisces season is the mutable. Pisces is a mutable sign, so you're sort of transitioning. You're in a liminal space between seasons, and it's reminding us of I don't know.
You know what March feels like?
Yeah.
A domestic dispute.
That's really funny. You hate March, right?
Yeah, it's very temperamental, and I always feel emotional, but also just upset, more aggressive.
So it's
about
winter and spring, or
I can be, I have that 5 of Cups kind of thing in my chart. I can be. I can just dark, but when I feel also kind of irritated and angry about it, that's not enjoyable.
Yeah.
And that's what March is. Yeah. And it's just two energies meeting in an aggressive way that isn't always so subtle.
I can see that. I can feel that.
Yeah.
But this year I felt invigorated by it because you guys were around.
By the battle.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. I kind of felt like it was this cosmic battle that I liked witnessing, And now that I see the buds on the trees, I'm you won again.
Mm-hmm. You always win.
You always win, but you always doubt if it'll. I always doubt.
It's
every
that
year
thing you said that there's always this sadness that it's irrational, but you're spring will never come, winter will never end.
You get kind of trapped in that in Pisces season. All right, are we happy with that?
And that has been Vistalia. Astrology and Tarot.
So have a good month, everyone.
Have a good month, everyone.
Masculinano.
I'm
I'm gonna perform.